Dean, good to see you. Appreciate your time. Tell us, towards the end of the season, I mean, training was tough. It always is out there. How's the group feeling at the moment, do you think?
Yeah, and we felt like there was a period that we just got away from the identity of who we are, and thought there's been a concerted effort defensively to just be a lot better over this last little period. In saying that, we go 5-2 on a 7-game road trip, and win some important moments in games to get wins. Yeah, we know the Jackies coming in, how desperate they're going to play with, and they've played well at John Cain, so we don't expect anything but a grand final rematch.
Just on the road record, really solid over recent times. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, solid all year. We end up with the best road record in the league at 10-4, and just got to be a little bit better in winning some games at home. But I think locked in. We've got a lot of dads. They get good sleep on the road. But the boys have been great. They've got a card game that any moment they get, they're sitting down together as a whole group, playing cards, sharing stories, and really well connected group right now.
Just a couple of injury concerns. I mean, it seemed like Chris was okay. He came back on. Any issue there at all?
No, not at all. No, played, took a knock. Other guys, Delhi, Jack, just dealing with some little niggles that they'll be fine for the game.
Let's talk about this coming, or the last 2 weeks, I guess, as a whole. If you win both, you lock in the second spot. Does that provide extra significance? Do you feel there's a bit of an edge there in the boys knowing they can win the last two and lock in that second spot?
Yeah, it's open, right? And you can finish from first to fifth right now, and but we've got the opportunity to own it, take care of business ourselves, and if we win these two games, we control our own destiny. And so, not looking too far ahead, but understanding that winning two games is what we are as a club. We always shoot for trying to be a top two team and get home court advantage, and treat our fans to really high level playoff basketball.
You mentioned the road record, best in the league at home. I mean, is there a different sort of energy? Do you put that down to anything playing perhaps more strongly away than at home? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We took some, we had a lot of road games early in the year, and we had a good record, and it's just felt like we caught people on their best night. We saw New Zealand's best game. We saw Kansas' best game. We saw, some teams just coming in and playing unbelievably in our gym. So yeah, I don't put it down to anything. We love playing in front of our fans. We love our crowd. We love, playing at John Cain. It's just a great atmosphere and a great court. So we look forward to getting back there.
Of course, a lot of coaches will talk about taking it game by game, one game at a time. You fell just short last season in terms of, winning it all. Do you tap into that at any stage, or do you think it's just inherent, that motivation from the group?
Yeah, I think we look at the processes more than anything to say what were a couple of things that stop you from winning a championship. And we've talked about late game execution all year, and we've improved in that area. We talked about rebounding in big moments. We're one of the top 2 or 3 defensive rebound teams in the league, but there's still moments within games to say we could have been better. So winning that possession game and executing down the stretch are massive for us.
You mentioned Jack Jumpers there before. What's the focus going in? I think it's a 1-2 record that you have against them. What are your thoughts going into this weekend?
Yeah, we got to beat them early over in Perth in the game there. We get to see them tonight. I think that's the big thing. Their roster continues to change. I think Drimmick's back tonight. Majuk Deng's a maybe. So it's really looking at what personnel we're going to play against, and how they adjust. Without having their centre, and maybe those guys in and out, and who plays more, who plays less. But yeah, we know we're going to get an aggressive defensive team, and if you allow them to push you back and use their hand pressure and their physicality, it can be tough to score against. And I think we got better at that throughout the year.
Just two more from me. Is this one of the tightest seasons that you've seen in your time in the NBL? It seems to be come up against anyone you'd ever really know.
Yeah, I think the playing tournament, having the top 6 is, just giving everybody a chance. It's done what it's supposed to do, and that's created more really high-level, meaningful games. And we see a couple of teams are knocked out right now, but the fight for that one and the fight for the top 2 spot has just created an intensity that's off the charts right now. So, yeah, it is one of the closest years I've ever seen.
Just finally, Pride Round, a big part of the club. You're so heavily involved in promoting. What does it mean for the club, would you say?
Yeah, as soon as I hear it, I think of the Isaac Humphries moment, and him being comfortable enough at our club to come out and feel like it was a safe space. And that's what basketball is for me. Wherever you play around the world, doesn't matter who you are, pick up games, male, female, whoever it is, everybody's included in the sport, and that's what we want it to feel like for this club.